Oh, Cooper didn't. Oh, Matt did though. Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition here on Twitch.tv/Tabletop Rolls.
Hi.
I'm so proud of us for starting at 8 o'clock on the dot. Who are we?
Yeah,
We did it.
I'm
think you mean
excited.
10:01.
I got things to talk about. We got many shows here on the channel.
That's true.
We got many shows. Astral Calling is back this week.
Yay.
After a number of weeks off for a wedding, a birthday party, and then illnesses. Yes.
Yay!
We're back with the world completely changed while our party was inside of our party got SAO'd. And yeah.
What happened to the party? I was ill.
Not this
He
party.
means Sword Art Online, which
Yep.
You mean it kind of was.
cringe.
Yeah.
It was not.
Sword Art Online is a show.
It's a really bad show. Don't watch it.
Okay. I was second guessing whether or not it was like a deviant art type situation
It really
or not.
puts the SA in SAO.
You stop that. Yucky. Ew.
Wow. We're
How could you
starting
say
on-
something so correct?
We are starting on a note.
That's
We
what
are.
I do.
But Astral Calling's back on Friday, so woot. Now with an updated list, and now with a cast, but with updated names for the cast. Because wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because wedding.
I was
Which-
looking at this one, I was like, I don't remember changing my name.
No.
Did Abby? Abby gets married in April.
I'm not
Miss
changing my
Rosalie
last
Mauer.
name.
Hell yeah.
Ramsey's a dope ass last name.
It
It
is.
is
right.
a dope ass last name.
You're right.
Speaking of dope ass things, Saturday, Salt and Strategy returns. Will, Matt, Chad, Calf, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm playing the sassiest of bards. They're a drow and a bard. It's great. Because you get the drow dialogue options and you get the bard dialogue options, which
Where
just
everyone
makes
doesn't like you.
so much sass. Yeah, if y'all thought playing a tiefling made the fantasy races and plot lines exist in Baldur's Gate 3, just wait till you play a drow. Then, on Sunday, Cozy Co-op is back. Will, Emily, Sarah, if Sarah has her computer set up. Although she was playing Stardew Valley yesterday, so she probably does.
It could be
Sunhaven.
your Switch, though.
Well, it was on Steam. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it popped up on my Steam saying Cosmic Deity is playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Sarah.
Sunhaven on that. Monday, Strength of Thousands AP. Hopefully we're back this week. We were off this week because a number of people fell ill. 'Tis the season of sickness.
I promise I'm better this week. I know last week some people were concerned.
Yeah, be better.
Be better.
I be better in my health and my sinuses. I'm not at 100%.
Be
yet,
best.
I get
If one
that
of us
feeling.
makes a horrendous hacking sound during this stream, just pretend it didn't happen.
But just know that it's fall.
If one of us makes a horrendous hacking sound, we might be sponsored by NordVPN. We're actually
It
not.
rained today in California.
It did.
For no reason at all, out of nowhere. It wasn't on the forecast, and there was a double rainbow where I worked. It was so bright, the
I
brightest
missed
fucking
that.
rainbow I'd ever seen. Double rainbow all the way across the sky, just
Double
like
rainbow
the
all the
original
way
meme.
across the sky.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, on Wednesday, we have Wild Ambition, the show you're watching right now. And it just occurred to me that I'm a dumbass.
Oh,
Just now?
Yeah, just now. For this,
Fuck.
you know, I've been constantly. You've spent enough time with McKenna. It started to bleed into you.
Mm.
I'm
I
honored.
thought it, and then I didn't say it, and then Abby said it, and I was like,
Yeah. But tonight
Because
you're
it's got like a
watching-
button she's pressing behind her computer. It's like,
sorry, Will.
You're good. Tonight you're watching Wild Ambition. It's our
It's
Wild
wild.
West show. And why are you here? Well, you're here because of the fabulous cast that we have. Joining us, as always, we have the person in charge of the artwork here on the channel, as well as our TikTok extraordinaire who posted a TikTok that made me very sad tonight. We have McKenna.
Whoa.
I felt
We're
really.
supposed to be
I watched
sad.
it and I felt really guilty and sad. I was just like, oh, I'm a bad friend. Then
I wasn't. For the record, for posterity's sake, for those of you who are watching this VOD who then are not watching my TikToks, I just posted a video about like jokingly being sad that sessions get canceled because sessions get canceled all the time, and that's relatable. It was not a This one was not a personal attack.
This one.
This time.
made me feel very
Oh,
sad.
but I'm McKenna Ray Tynan, and I post stuff like that on TikTok all the time. That's McKenna Ray Art on all of the www.coms. And tonight I am playing Miss Honey Madeline, our resident gunslinger.
Yeehaw.
Yee, and also, ha.
Moving right along, of course, we have someone who, I don't know if they actually believe in ghosts, but their character doesn't. We have Abby playing Dee Dee.
Actually, I do think I saw a ghost once, but I'm still not 100% sure. It could have been a dream, but I felt pretty awake when I saw it. But that's a story for another time. Hi, my name is Abby. Someone recently told me get sickening, and I took it too seriously.
Oh.
Rip. You sound good for what it's worth.
I know. It's like I snotted everything out so hard before the stream.
Me all weekend.
Drink water.
No.
Abby, please say something else so that my transition to Cooper doesn't have to involve the word snotting everything out.
There was a little bit of blood involved too, but not that much.
Here we
That's
go.
so much
Speaking
better.
of a tall drink of water.
There we go.
Oh, nicely done.
We
Speaking
have,
of a little blood involved.
speaking of a little blood involved, we have Cooper playing
Hello.
Christine.
I'm playing Christine. There's a lot of blood involved when you're playing Christine.
Oh, the Madeline sisters pulled no punches.
Someone who regularly donates blood because they're a wonderfully good and generous person is Matt playing Lorgar tonight.
I mean, it's the only way I stay cool. My blood is too warm.
What's your blood type?
I think it's the universal donor.
Yes,
Oh,
negative.
nice.
Same.
Yes, oh,
Same.
negative.
Same.
Also, it's the only way I get a free can of Coke these days.
Ah,
No such thing as a free Coke. You paid for that shit with blood.
I paid with blood. But yes, I'm
The
playing
oldest
Lorgar.
form of currency there is.
I hate it here. By which I mean I love it
I'm not
here.
going to comment on that. I am playing Lorgar, our alligator man druid,
Matthew.
who's burdened by glorious burdens.
Hot.
Yeah.
Nice. And speaking of burdens, hello, my name is Will Banner, also known as Tabletop Roles on the internet. And tonight I'll be running the game.
Owl.
I'm going to click the intro,
Owl.
and we're going to go and get into the session.
Bag of pussy.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, welcome back. I don't have editing software anymore, so that's in there.
Hooray!
What?
But yeah, welcome
We
back.
wouldn't have it any other
Wild
way.
Ambition. Jesus.
I mean,
last time.
more
Sure, it's
famous,
wild.
more famous D&D games than us have said worse things.
That's very
True.
true.
Very
Sam
true.
Riegel sure is alive on this earth.
Oh
We
boy.
can't just blame all of our problems on Sam Riegel.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, that sounds like quitter talk.
It sounds like quitter talk to me.
Well, speaking of quitters, our party is not a party of them, as they successfully made their way through the swamp last week.
Not for lack of wanting to quit, mind you. At least on Honey's behalf.
They were able to successfully make their way to discover what was causing the animals and the creatures of the swamp to become more carnivorous and more hungry. Our party went there with the help of basically Lorgar's skeletal mother pointing the way. Our party headed that way, which so happened to be where Dee Dee's former cabin in the swamp was. When they arrived at the cabin in the swamp, it was empty. There was nothing in it but a note. Honey collecting a note for Dee Dee, but not telling Dee Dee the contents of the note.
I told her the important bits.
Uh,
Parts that were important to her, anyway.
yeah. Got that information to Dee Dee, and then they were accosted by an alligator, a crocodile, even. Though it was not a very long confrontation, as it was one of Dee Dee's old pets. After saying the command word, the crocodile shifted its form into the magical item that it came from, the Crocs of Wondrous Power.
My Crocs.
Yeah.
Crocception.
Crocs sponsor us.
I'm in my streaming Crocs.
Love that.
Every day we stray farther from Disney's
they're
light.
they're fur-lined. Anyway.
That's even worse.
That's
That's
so
so
Canadian.
fitting. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Fur-lined
I'm
Crocs?
so glad we're on the
No.
same page about this, Matthew.
I am old. I know what real Canadian stuff is.
After Dee Dee was reunited with her Crocs, our party continued deeper into the swamp. They discovered a large water bug that was eating entire bits of land in the swamp. They dispatched that quickly, moved on to see a tree that was still miraculously green while surrounded by the sort of sandy leftovers that the swarm had been leaving in its wake. Upon its arrival, they were ambushed by several butterflies. After dispatching the butterflies, they were met with the dryad who made their home in the tree, who gave them some apples that would heal the party as a thank you for saving her domain. Our party then continued closer to what they assumed was the hive that was causing all the problems, and along their way there found a bridge made of bramble and thorn. Attempting to cross the bridge, our party was accosted by two very large stick bugs disguised as trees. After dispatching with the stick bugs, they made their way into the hive, where they met with the cause of this corruption, a creature known as a young swarm singer.
Ew.
After dealing with the swarm singer and their backup sunstarver butterfly swarms, our party was able to collect what appeared to be the power source of this hive, the central focus, a large millipede creature known as the Crawling Heart Sliver. As Lorgar reached their way into the blood-red amber and pulled out the creature, it attached itself to Lorgar's arm, giving Lorgar a number of magical benefits, as well as causing the hive around them to begin to naturally decay. And we are picking up with our party right there, as you have just basically gotten out of the hive. And the swamp does...
Ain't we supposed to be... No. Put us back on that map. There was another blood red amber thing with loot in it.
Yeah,
or
there
so
was
you
there was a
said.
thing at the back of the hive.
Did you think I was gonna forget about loot?
I
Jesus.
thought you were. I wasn't shaking dice during it, so I was like,
Never.
I might forget.
How dare.
Give me that loot.
So, inside of the amber are a number of humanoid creatures that appear to have been stored there for snacking.
Oh.
Oh, it's a refrigerator.
Yes, it's a sort of bug
Okay.
refrigerator. You're able to pull them out of the amber relatively easily. It's that sort of like viscous blood amber liquid that y'all are dealing with and used to dealing with. DM is much quieter. I thought I fixed my mic, but apparently not. Let's move it here tonight. All right, so yes, thank you, Morally Gray. But you are all able to find inside of the blood amber a couple of interesting things. Starting, of course, with a number of runes. There is enough runes in there for everyone to get a +1 item rune. There is 7 in total for a +1 and striking runes, as well as 7 +1 resilient runes for armor.
Oh.
How many?
7.
So you're going to get some extras.
I think that means that I can buff both my guns.
Honey, buff your gun.
The delightful sequel to the beloved classic Annie Get Your Guns. Now enjoy Honey Buff Your Guns.
Also, hold on. Pardon me. A thought does occur.
Oh,
Are we saying that there
thoughts.
are 7 armor resilient runes as well, or less?
7 resilient runes as well.
Now, this is slightly outside the norm, so I'm addressing this question in most part to the DM.
Mhm.
Could I hang one of those runes around my undead cat's neck like a little bell?
I will let you apply the runes to Salt's bandages like they are an armor rune. Like they're traveler's clothes.
Now, also a question, Ivor, it's been a while since we've had to do the rune thing.
Mhm.
Does it require a crafting check, or is it just a...
Rules as written, it requires a crafting check. We hand wave it for ease.
Yay!
We love that.
Realistically speaking, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to swap us to the automatic advancement track so we don't have to worry about this type of itemization. But that will be like a next week thing once I finish reading the new GM core that's out.
Yay!
But yeah. In addition to that, there's a couple interesting magical items. There appears to be a pendant of some sorts. The pendant around one of the necks of the adventurers has basically like a lapis lazuli that's almost see-through. And inside of the lapis lazuli, there appears to be some sort of dark sort of figurine. Like it's like a little toy soldier that's been encrusted in lapis.
Oh.
Huh.
Can I try to see if it does something?
Yeah, if you want, you can make an arcana check to identify it.
I can help you with that.
Lorgar, can you make an arcana check?
So, the druid offers to help with arcana.
Or something, because, girl, I don't...
That is a... not a good roll. I only rolled a 2.
Ugh.
So it becomes an 11.
That is unfortunately not enough to identify it. You can tell that the item is magical, but you can't quite figure out what you want it to do. Maybe someone in town might be able to help you out.
Or I can try again tomorrow.
Yeah, or you could try
Or
again
I
tomorrow.
can try again tomorrow.
What about Dee Dee? Would Dee Dee know what this is?
Dee Dee don't know much about Arcana, but she knows about nature, and rocks are in nature, so maybe I could take a peek, see?
You could do with occultism as well.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
16. A 16 is enough. It is a Braveheart pendant. It is a magical item that requires attunement, and while wearing the pendant, investment, and while wearing the pendant, you get a +1 bonus to saves against frighten effects, and any frighten effects that you are subjected to are treated as 1 step higher of success. So if you get a critical fail, it becomes a fail. If you get a fail, it becomes a success. And if you get a success, it becomes a critical success.
Interesting. might be good for Christine.
That felt targeted, bestie.
Well, just because you frontline as much as you do, and having a frontliner not be frightened is a good strategy.
Nor it's true. It's also very in line for her character type, I would say.
That was my other thought.
She does the frattening. She doesn't get frattened.
Very that. But we can talk about it if anyone else wants to lay claim to it.
I
Maybe
I
we can
feel
have another
like-
dance off.
very capable hands.
I feel like I already got what I deserve out of all this.
Got a bug.
Blue's not really my color as much as green is, so.
Fair enough.
There is also one more item that you can figure out is magical. There
Ooh.
appears to be a small wand-looking shaped device that one of the adventurers has on them. It's about 6 inches long. It has a fine, basically it goes into like a fine tip, and it appears to be made out of ivory.
Oh, fancy.
Very nice. What does it do?
Occultism or
I'm
Arcana
trying
check.
to ignore you so hard, Cooper. I'm failing miserably.
Hello, stream. I am just feeling like misbehaving tonight.
You're a menace.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I'll take
Will.
a peeky at it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I will not be taking a very good peeky at it.
12
Oh.
is enough for this item.
Oh,
It is
shit.
a lesser harmonic baton.
Harmonic, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Like in music?
Yes, as in music. It's a 2-action activity. You can tap this baton to any instrument, and the instrument will begin to play itself for you.
Ooh.
Mmm.
Oh,
it-
I like that.
it
I can
lasts-
make my
Could
own band.
That
It
could be
lasts
useful for
for
a
up to-
distraction at some point.
It lasts for up to 10 minutes, and it uses your performance check for any rolls that it would need to make.
The magical shit-eating bard
I'm
strikes
sticking
again.
out my cleavage.
Lastly, it is a lesser version of it. You know that higher versions of it would let you activate multiple instruments to the point where there's like an orchestral one that lets you do up to 32 instruments at the same time.
God damn.
But yeah, this one only does one.
Any of these adventure bodies have cash on them?
In total, you find 75 gold between the 3 of them.
75, and there's, what, 5 of us?
I count 4.
That seems a little mean.
It is. I'm joking.
So that would be 15 gold apiece.
Correct.
Yeah.
Add that to my total.
We'll also add that to my totals. I do, in fact, like money.
Hmm.
I'd like to do a general nature check. Like we have sent these horrifying aberrations back to whatever heck spawned them. But I just want to kind of give a general overview. Does it look like we've done the thing? Like, is nature healing?
Well,
Nature is-
Lorgar, if you step outside the hive, you can tell that the maggots that were sort of tilling the earth and consuming every bit of organic have all dropped dead.
Yay.
And there's now a number of birds who are feasting on them.
Nature is
concerning.
healing.
It's like,
Well, hopefully the birds can handle it.
What kind of birds, if you don't mind my asking?
just regular birds. There's like a chickadee, there's a robin. Standard swamp birds.
Okay, no carrion birds.
No carrion birds.
Good to
I mean,
know.
carrion birds are important.
They are.
Mm-hmm. That is
Um,
true.
Well, I suppose.
Now we can get back to the regular map.
Someone will have to tell me how exactly and what exactly these runes do and how they get applied. But for now, as long as we ain't fighting, I'm sure we're fine.
That's true. Will, Mr. DM, please?
Yes.
Can I trust you
Oh.
to put the wounds on my weapons in roll 20? Because I don't know how the fuck to code roll 20.
Same.
I can do my best.
When you have a
Yay!
minute, please. Thank you.
Will's gonna work overtime.
I'm honestly, in chat, I'm kind of outing myself when I say this. If you do not remind me, I will forget because my brain has just been disassociating from all of reality for the entirety of this
Yeah.
week.
Me.
Like,
Yeah.
I have
When I'm
been
alive.
in the most spirally of spirals.
That's not good, bestie.
Spirals are my favorite kind of pasta.
But
Yum 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 yum.
you all managed to successfully clear out that swamp, and you remembered to grab those magical items.
We did.
Which, by the way, are all custom items, so feel free, if you want to use them in your own game,
Oh.
to use them in your own game.
I trust that I will receive a description about that fearing item.
The
Here,
Braveheart Pendant.
The fearing item.
Yes, the fearing item.
Thank you.
But, as you have all completed that, it is at that point that you're basically able to either, if you want to camp out there, you can, but, like, the Blackgrass Bayou, the village, is maybe, like, a few minutes away from you. Like, it's about 35 minutes, 40 minutes to get there from where you are.
Oh, that's not bad.
So,
We can sleep with real roofs over our heads.
Yeah.
After we take
I
a little
mean,
jaunt.
there is my cabin, but it's
That's true.
And how
it's a little,
dilapidated is your cabin?
I built that thing nice and sturdy. It's just real empty. Real empty.
There might be bed sheets and blankets back at the
You gotta pull-
bayou.
Maybe insulation in the building.
I mean, I don't think he stripped it to the studs. I think he just left. No good, rotten bastard.
That no good rotten man.
Book him.
I
Plus,
hate
they
a man.
might cook for us, and we won't need to hunt our own food.
True.
Bayou? Bayou? Bayou?
Bayou?
Honey heads out.
I suppose I should maybe attempt to have another conversation with my mother.
Oh?
Ooh,
You
I
gonna
can
let
test out that
us-
swamp sucker recipe. Make sure she gave me the right one.
Hmm.
alright. Y'all head back to the bayou. Like I said, it's only a 30-minute walk, so it's nothing terrible. And as you're making there, the swamp seems more peaceful. Like, there were, like, mosquitoes and things before, but they seem to be leaving you alone now.
Mm.
Mosquitoes leaving me alone?
That is
This
how
is
you
a
know we're
fantasy
playing
game.
a fantasy game.
True.
Eventually,
Well, to be
The wish
fair,
fulfillment is crazy.
you might see some mosquitoes coming towards us, but Lorgar raises his hand, and you see the slight motion under, like, his sleeve of the centipede thing going around, and Lorgar starts speaking in a buzzing language, and he is
I don't know
saying,
that.
using speak with animals specific to bugs to the mosquitoes, piss off.
Fuck off.
As he should, Matthew. As he should.
yeah.
Hey, I've got a very specific spell ability. I'm gonna use it when I can.
Yeah.
But you do eventually make it back to the bayou. The doors are opened to the village immediately upon your arrival, and the Starseeker has basically come and met you all at the gates. I take it your returning means you've been successful?
Yes,
Mm.
ma'am.
Yes.
Perfect. Lorgar, please release your mother. She has been sharing her constructive criticism of the bayou very
God.
loudly while you were gone.
Well, now I slightly feel less inclined. But as a druid, I do believe that everything has a time and that things should return to the cycle. So I will release her as soon as I say my goodbye. So I'm gonna go.
Lorgar, can I
Yeah.
ask kind of a silly question?
I mean, have we been asking serious questions before?
Well, I don't know. It's just when I see you and when I picture a druid in general, I just think of somebody that is not criticizing the nature they are in. Is your mother not a druid?
Oh, I can say with a great amount of confidence, though you are now only meeting her in her afterlife, so to speak, you have and never will meet more of a druid than she is. But you see, the issue being,
Hmm.
kind of gestures to the swamp in general, not a lot of people in this here swamp, nor I imagine in anywhere near here, truly understand or grasp what it means to live as part of the cycle.
I lived 4 to 5 minutes away.
Yeah, and you lived in a cottage that you made by chopping down trees and killing them to make a house.
I think I may have started a fight.
Oh no, a fight implies that there are two sides to this.
Most
Oh.
of those trees were downed already, and the ones that weren't came from our ancestral homeland.
All right. I mean, I'm a fan of recycling.
I just don't think I've ever seen such a druid as your mother, but
No,
I didn't mean
I
to pick the
reckon you
fight.
haven't. To be fair, she is also now quite dead, so
Yeah,
you know.
and yet she still holds influence.
Oh,
I strive to be that deep of a bitch.
don't you it is a thing to aspire to, I'm sure. So I'm gonna go release her back to the afterlife, so I can only hear her voice once in my head rather than in my head and in my face.
Yeah,
Damn,
give her
Lorgar,
peace
you
so
gonna
you can
let
have
Christine
peace.
call your mom a bitch like that?
Honey, I don't think anyone's gonna challenge it.
I mean,
Do you see that woman?
do you get
Then I
mad when you
disagree.
call the do you get mad when a sandstorm bites your face and you call it a piece of shit?
Calling
Yeah.
your mother a natural disaster?
I mean,
She kinda was.
I'm not
yeah.
not saying that.
Yeah.
Lorgar, you're funny.
I assure you, I am not.
Well, I'm laughing, ain't I?
Well, that might just be insulting.
I've never been funny before in my life.
You take that back. Anyway, yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna go look for my mother.
All right. Lord she has taken up residence in that home that she kicked the family out of.
What an icon.
While she's been there, she's moved all their furniture around.
Yes, the swamp fae. The swamp.
She's basically like
swamp
completely reorganized their house.
Oh boy.
It's like, I don't know how people live like this at all.
I'm gonna take her bony hands in mine and I'm say, Mother,
Lord,
it is done.
I know.
Of course you do. And once again, I will say, I reiterate to you my commitment to our calling, but it is time for you to go back.
Good.
Yes.
Well, undo the spell.
Lorgar is silent for a noticeable amount of time,
Mhm.
holding her mom's bony hands, and just says, I love you, Mom. And I'm going to release the spell.
Oh.
And
Clattering the bones to the ground. I am not cleaning that up.
yeah, the bones just like fall to the ground. And there's
Actually, hold on. I glanced around to see if anyone is watching.
no. You were given a private moment, Lorgar.
I'm going to take one finger bone.
All right.
And put it
Oh.
in my bag.
Add one mother's finger bone to your inventory.
Jesus.
You guys have no idea the amount of crap I have in my inventory. I am that video game player now.
Druids are
Yeah.
spooky now.
Is it so she can always point out your mistakes?
Jesus.
No, it's so I have something to yell at when I'm frustrated. that can't yell back.
That's big brain.
Well, I've heard of the thing. Someone has like one of those blank styrofoam heads, and when they feel frustrated, they take the little projector thing they have and they project a celebrity's face onto it, and then they can yell at it.
Ugh, me at Kim Kardashian. There's people that are dying, Kim.
Thank you, Cosmic Deity. That I was going, yeah, swamp, like feng shui, but swamp shui. I can't.
Sway.
It's hard to say.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
But yes, you are all rested and given a night of levity and relaxation. There are a Aruxi band that plays to celebrate that has turned like a number of like large insects into drums, like a carpus drum. Carpus?
Think the Ewoks from
Carapace?
Return of the Jedi, but
Yeah,
slightly
like a
more
carapace.
horrifying.
I can't talk. Carapace drum.
Carpus? Carapace.
Carapace.
Wow.
Oh, leave him alone. Just this once.
You
Tonight.
did what in his car?
I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad day, y'all. Listen, I did arms today. I lifted weights again. It's
Oh, bless your heart.
there was a
What
there
a
were
tough
two
little mind.
there were two ropes tied to a metal pole, and I had to like shake the ropes. My arms are jelly.
Oh, the battle ropes. The battle ropes are hard.
She do be tough.
But you're all given a night of levity. Is there anything in particular you want to do during the celebrations? There's food, there's drinks, there's a Ruxi, there's you all.
I like the fact that you said things like, there's drinks, there's Iruxi.
All the lizard
There's a
people.
Ruxi to be had.
There
Be
are
enjoyed.
people here. You know what we do
I'll,
with people?
I'll ask anybody who's like, who sells stuff in town. I'll ask them if my ex ever came through.
Oh, Dee, you only need to ask. Like, people's homes are open right now for the celebration. You can see bits of your furniture darted throughout the settlement. Like, oh, this family has your coffee table. Oh, this family has your headboard. Oh, this family has your bed.
Good lord.
Like, it's...
I'm taking back my shit. I'm taking it back.
Do you say anything, or do you just go to?
Just start taking shit.
I just walk in like if someone's eating dinner, I'm just like howdy, and I take my stuff back and.
Hello,
Just-
folks. Y'all seem pleasant. That's my shit. Thank you very much.
Dee, I have to ask, how are you going to carry the entirety of a house's furniture?
Carefully.
I haven't thought that far yet. I'm just piling out.
You go. The first house you go into is your dinner table. The Aruxia like eating dinner on it.
Excuse me, pardon me. Scream.
The one of them just kind of holds the table. This is our dinner table.
I don't see your name on it, but I see mine on it right under there, and I point at the leg.
They look at the leg. It's just like, oh, the scratch marks because it's been fully like scratched out.
It said property of Dewdrop. It's a family heirloom.
Yes, of our family.
It'd be an heirloom.
It'll be a
if you just
family
got
heirloom
it.
for you. You haven't passed it down yet.
I will one day. If this one, if they just point to another one of the Ruxi, if this one ever manages to find a mate,
Oh boy.
Gagged.
God damn.
I'll make sure the whole village thinks that one has an STD if you don't give me my table back.
A
they
swamp-treatable
get up.
disease?
They get up from the table.
Yes.
They run away crying. How the hell did you know?
I'm good like that. Now give me my damn table.
No,
After
I'm not.
cracking
I'm
it
not
open.
giving you. They make a strength check. Just roll me a strength roll.
I'm not that strong, but let's see if my absolute pissed offedness.
I would love for this to be a nat one.
Yeah, same.
It's athletics, isn't it?
No, just a strength. Just
Oh.
straight
Not
up.
great.
Not even
That
athletics.
still ain't
just
great.
12.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're just holding their table. There's like, you're trying your best. They stop holding the table because it's just like you try to pick it up and it's too heavy for you.
I didn't want to have
Aw.
to do this, but you leave me no choice. Hey, Darla!
Oh. Bring
Dar-
in the zombie.
And I say,
No
I
answer.
look. Oh, what? Darla?
No answer.
No
Where the
answer.
fuck is Darla?
Not there. Not in earshot.
I say, hold on 1 second. And I stick my head out the door and I scream,
Hell yeah.
The swamp is quiet.
Oh, I don't like that.
something made her,
Bless you.
didn't it?
Thank you.
You know what? Backup plan.
Your croc burps.
Your mic cut out, Abby.
Oh, I say, Christine.
Oh, she's calling me.
Yeah, she's calling you. Better go too.
Christine will. Yes.
I'd like to report some stolen items, and I need your help as sheriff to get them back.
Very far outside the jurisdiction, but you know.
Is this legitimate? Enact legal lore.
I mean, strictly speaking, if a spouse is the one who sold it, it is a shared property sort of situation.
But they weren't married.
I signed a prenup.
It was.
I signed a prenup.
It was
just
basically a
making
common
things
law
up.
thing. There's no real legal foothold for Dee Dee to stand on here.
Kind of what I
Other
was
than the
afraid
fact that
of.
it's mine.
Yeah.
I love Abby. That is mine. It belongs to me.
Unfortunately, there's no legal foothold for it.
The legal foothold.
And I mean,
is
to be
these
honest,
hands.
possession is 9/10 of the law, and they currently possess it.
But also,
but my name's
my
there.
law is the law that matters
Okay.
to my character. I
So
know what the
that is
truth
true.
is, but
It's your truth, Christy.
Christine, I will give you 50 gold pieces if you help me collect all my shit back.
said enough for me.
Thank you.
She'll walk
Hold
over.
on.
Everybody.
Hold on, did someone say gold?
No, nobody said gold. No,
All right.
turn away.
Go back to my swamp water.
Christine will walk over into the house, and she'll just look at the entire family.
The teenage Aruxi is in their room, so they can't see you. But
I don't care. The rest of the family in the living room where the table is.
take me intimidation check.
Yes, sir.
The one of the Aruxi kind of slinks behind the bigger one, and they just kind of like stand up and they smack their tail on the ground.
Iconic.
They just lock eyes with you, Christine.
Yeah.
The table is ours. We paid
No, I don't think it
35
is.
gold for it from the man who was going down to that cult in the south.
Excuse me. Where was he going?
Those immortal people in the Badlands, the ones stouting immortality.
I have a secondary concept you may be interested in. You say you paid how much for this?
35 gold pieces.
Interesting. And do you equate 35 gold to be more worthwhile than your life?
As you say that,
Oh boy.
they look you dead in the eye and they say, you may have saved this swamp, but if you harm any of us, the rest of the swamp will bite back.
I think that it's a little bit silly of y'all to not understand that this item was sold to you by someone that does not necessarily own it.
And we're still out the gold if it goes away, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I
Well, you
didn't
can
say
take it
anything
up
about
with
that.
him.
He's gone. He left to go with the cult. That's why he was selling all of his things.
Would you be
All of
interested
not
in-
his things.
He said they were his.
That was a lie.
Where were you? Why didn't you stop him?
Christine's gonna leave that one alone. Not my business. Not my business.
Listen here. That table has made its way
So
through
true.
10 generations of gnomes. And you know how old gnomes get. That table's fucking old.
And now it's in my dining room.
Hey, Christine, we're really close, right? Well, not as close as you and your sister, but we're pretty darn close, right?
You know what? To find a middle ground here, why don't you pay me in advance, Dewdrop?
Oh, here, I hand him the gold. I hand over the gold.
Now you walk out of this room. I will take care of business from here.
Thank you so much.
Oh dear.
Alrighty.
I like this table. I'm already pissed that my name got scratched off of it.
You keep walking till you're out of earshot duty.
I'll let that one slide because you're
I
doing me a
know
big
you
favor.
will, because I'm getting you your table back.
I thank you for that.
The 35 gold.
Christine will once again give him the look when Dewdrop is out of earshot,
Seems immune to it.
and she will say, "That table means a lot to that gnome, and I do not for the life of me know why. I will give you 35 gold, 40 gold for that table."
I'll take 35.
She
I'm not going to cheat anyone out of it.
did a little too much for me recently, so I will do this for her.
Cooper, if you as Christine would like to collect all of Dee Dee's furniture for her, I have to do some math quickly. So give me
God.
1 second.
I'm gonna kill that rat.
It's going to
Yeah.
cost you an additional 90 gold to get the rest of the furniture back from all the other Uruxi.
I mean, you could just take it.
I'm not doing
How much of it
that,
can we take?
because realistically, in like the political atmosphere of it all, we cannot do that without causing some problems in my town. So I will not be doing that, unfortunately, despite the fact that I want to take it all by force.
Yeah, no, if you want to just go and give them the stuff that they had paid for it, they're more than happy to give it back to you if you do give them the money they paid for it. So it's 90 gold to get the rest of her furniture for her.
I can't afford that.
I'll give you the extra money.
You could
I just
also
wa-
try to intimidate some of them.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. What would happen if I try the intimidation for some of them?
Make me an intimidation to barter check. It's a decently
got it.
high DC, but you might be able to do it.
I'm gonna hero point it. I don't care. There we go.
Yeah, 24.
24. You know what?
And I was just about to say, throwing in some bard song in there.
I'll give it to you. You can get the rest of it for 55.
Okay, 55.
Yeah, 55 gold pieces. So you knocked
I'll-
off 40.
I'll take it.
You can
Dee Dee, my
add...
prices have gone up to 100 gold.
I got you. I got you.
You paid me 55 at first, right?
50.
50. Okay. Okay. And
And Christine, you now just have in like a sack, basically, like all this furniture tied together on your back. It's like it's encumbering you. Like it is very heavy.
I think this is the amount of gold I paid in total. So that was, yeah. I'm just gonna call it there. I knocked it down to 40, right?
You knocked it down to 55.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm losing a little gold here, but that's fine. I don't care enough. I'm just losing 5 gold.
I'll give you an extra 10 gold for being
No,
so
no,
sweet
you
about it.
no. I've already said 100. I'm not giving Dee Dee any room to like suspect anything otherwise. Christine doesn't
enough.
do nice things. This is a favor. So from
Oh,
here,
yeah.
she will do the same thing in every house, and she will sell it to Dee Dee like she is just strong arming it back, and she will ensure that everyone who is making this sale is aware this is not something we speak of.
They will. Lorgar, Christine now has what appears to be a entire cabin's worth of furniture on her back.
I mean, that's a tiny bit impressive.
It's just followed behind by a very teary-eyed gnome.
God.
And he's just watching. Just.
She looks her
Lenore,
sister in the
honey,
eye.
you see this shit?
And she shakes her head at Honey Madeline.
Honey, like, quietly cheerses, like, gives it a little toast to Christine.
I mean, I suppose we could try making like a card or something.
I'm sure if we ask nicely, all these nice
Well, hold
town
on,
people
hold
that
on.
we just saved.
We came here on them those horrifying abominations, right?
The regular horses, yes, those are the ones.
I mean, they're not living things, though, right?
You gonna cry about it, Lorgar?
I have never cried since my mother died.
Uh-huh.
Which
It's
time? The
I'm
second
not
time
bragging,
around
it's
count?
just a statement of fact. It's very dry out in the desert. You can't waste no tears.
Yes, yes, Lorgar.
All right, why do I suddenly feel like the old grandpa or something? I'm just saying. So
Always were.
we got a couple pairs of them there horrifying abomination horse things that don't live and have no part in the natural cycle. We could lash some ropes between them and then put the furniture on the ropes in between. It would make it difficult possibly for some to ride on the horses, but
Or we can ask these good people for a cart.
I feel like they have perhaps given as much as they're willing to give, but you can certainly try.
What have they given us, Lorgar? We just saved their whole swamp, and what have they given us?
I mean,
Oh,
I
no.
suppose that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the quest giver? We never did get our reward.
They just drop Balti on Lorgar's
God's
shoulder.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
hello!
Oh, you
Oh.
did it! You did it! You did it, Lorgar! Good job!
Oh, that's a pretty funny comment in the chat there.
I just saw
Yeah, the
that too.
crocodile
I was like,
tears.
clever.
To be fair, Lorgar I think looks more like an alligator, but the point remains.
I love that this continues to be a point of contention.
Well, I specifically picked alligators because I like the snout kind of shape better.
I know. I think it's funny.
Yeah,
You're right. And you're 100% right, and you should say it. But also,
it's still funny.
it's silly. It's funny. It's very silly, funny, haha, guy.
Hee hee.
Yeah,
He's
like
just
that.
a silly scaly boy. Anyway,
No comment.
now Balti.
Yeah. Oh, check it
Don't-
out! And the lizard on Balti's shoulder like comes up, it like frills its neck up, and it just shoots a fireball into the sky.
What in tarnation?
Okay, we're not going to be doing that again as we're traveling through the swamp filled with possibly flammable gases.
It shoots fire now.
Balti,
Some of the druids were talking to me about how to commune with nature here,
Balti.
and so I did it. And then now it
Balti.
shoots fire, and I think I could take on things.
I didn't
Balti,
miss this, kid.
sweetheart, I think your mentor is trying to mentor
Don't you start, honey Madeline,
Start what?
or I will talk to some
Balti's eyes like go
desert bugs
full-
and tell
Start
them where you
what?
live.
Balti's
Yeah, I
eyes.
better talk to some bugs.
Balti's
Yes,
eyes.
I know
go,
where you live and where you sleep.
I got bug repellent.
Yeah,
If-
you gotta be awake to use that.
Balti's
Balti.
eyes are wide and sparkling at that
Good for him.
moment.
I'm gonna put a hand on Balti's shoulder, and I'm gonna let the centipede crawl up my arm a little bit.
Oh, did you get a friend too, Mr. Lorgar?
Yeah.
Balti, it seems like you have forgotten that you allowed yourself to be kidnapped because you were not cautious enough.
Is
Something
it kidnapping
that-
when I went willingly?
Balti.
Anyway,
Balti, I was still talking.
this is an 8-year-old.
Yes. And I want you to think for a moment how worried and upset your grandmother is likely right now.
I'm going to
You
be in so much
disappeared.
trouble.
You are going to be in so much trouble, but that is a selfish concern.
He shoots fire.
Think how upset and worried she was going to be. She cares for you more than anyone in this world, and you left without telling her where you were going. She may have thought you were dead in a pit somewhere. Can you imagine how that makes her feel?
Lorgar, make me an intimidation check against this child.
I'm gonna
Also,
make
I'd
this
like to
harder
remind
for
that this-
Lorgar.
I was gonna throw in some bard song for Lorgar.
I'm gonna make this. We'll even it out. I'll make this harder for Lorgar by saying, and Lorgar was pretty worried about you too, Balti.
Oh,
See, that hits Balti harder than his own grandmother.
Oh no.
I have like I have a 0 in intimidation. I'm too weird looking for
Balti
to
is an
intimidate.
8-year-old child. Roll.
4.
Well, you don't scare the child, but they do
I'm not
get
necessarily
the
trying to
message.
scare him. I'm just trying to impress upon him that his actions have consequences to people
When
that
will
he
you
cares
learn?
about.
when will you learn that
Just
your
kind of
actions have
nods.
consequences?
He just kind of nods. I'm sorry if I made you worried, Master Lorgar.
Don't be sorry.
Master Lorgar
Better.
pulls out his lightsaber.
Master Lorgar, there are too many of them. What should we
What do we
do?
Execute Order 66.
I want you to spend the entire trip home quietly thinking of how you're going to make it up to your grandmother.
Looks at the lizard that can now breathe fire.
Yes, destroying her house with fire, I'm sure will make her feel a lot better.
Good.
In case you haven't learned, that is sarcasm. I feel the need to explain it to you because you are a child.
Pets the lizard. Lizard licks Balti's like cheek a little bit.
Lizard kind of looks like you, Lorgar.
It kind of does.
Stop it.
It
That
kind
That
of
was the worst
does.
thing to say.
I can't believe that y'all are real people some nights.
I can't believe I'm a real person all the time.
I'm all too aware that I'm a real person. It is
I
awful.
love Balti.
Oh, that hurt.
I love Balti so much.
I don't
Somebody's
know
gotta.
why.
Me with Arinari.
They're just a cute little youngling.
Children should be seen and not heard.
Me.
Got a theme park.
I sure do, bud.
Alright, does anyone else have anything they'd like to do during the night of the party?
I don't know.
Execute Order 66.
Can I just,
Drown Balti?
Yes.
No, I was, can I put him in like magical stasis on the way home? What I wish they could do to children on airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
What I wish they could do to me on airplanes.
I mean, yeah, that's fair too. I've never been comfortable on an airplane.
So what I'm hearing is road trip to Abby's wedding is confirmed.
Not necessarily. I can bear through. I've also realized that compared to the one time I took a train to Toronto, which was a lovely experience, even though it was a lot longer than a 2-hour flight.
It's a lot more expensive.
The aesthetic played such a huge part of me enjoying it a lot better. Going to sit in a dining car was lovely compared to eating my little baggie of crackers and my orange juice and Sprite on a plane.
He's right, and he should say it.
Anyway.
The aesthetics of planes are just depressing.
Does
Well, I
Walter
might
seem to have any semblance of the error of his ways?
There
Or just
It's not.
there is some understanding in Balti's eyes. But they're an 8-year-old. They're an 8-year-old who has now been given an organic flamethrower.
Oh, God. That's a recipe for disaster.
The mean person in me wants to try and take away its firepower, but
Just wait for the Christmas special, y'all.
Oh,
good
no.
lord.
wait, am I running a Christmas special or you?
Yeah.
You are.
Okay.
But I'll have to play someone, and right now the only NPC that we have that's attached to the party is Balti.
No. It's a murder mystery, and Balti is the victim.
We gotta go. We gotta meet new NPCs immediately.
You get to play as Balti's pet without Balti. Balti is missing.
I'm just saying we could still play the League characters for the Christmas special.
Cross campaign special.
The problem is
Yeah.
they're so high level.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Anyway.
I'm-
Also,
have-
Zoe wouldn't have anyone to play.
So has her mom. Twitty's mom.
Yeah,
So has
playing your mom.
mom.
Oh god, we all get to play our characters' parents.
So has Nim's mom.
God.
Bringing that one back.
Wiggles my eyebrows real big.
Oh god, is that... No, I'm not gonna go there.
I don't even know where you were going.
I'm just wondering, you know, how did Nim's mom age? Like,
Fine wine. We already know.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if there was like a wine tasting weekend with Cassandra and Garl.
Maybe.
They locked eyes across the room.
And I jizzed in my pants.
God damn it, Cooper.
Why are this?
You know,
To be
I'm
fair, I think
worried
that's
about
a
you
solid
sometimes,
plan.
Cooper.
I need to bring back
Yeah.
the bonk.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been
boy.
so long since McKenna's bonked anyone.
It's been too long.
It should have happened sooner, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll do it with this weird fan.
It's not the same without the funks.
I'll
You
do
gotta-
it. I'll do it with Kakashi.
Kakashi.
Low key though, Will, I have to ask, are we
Yeah.
gonna have beef? Because this might be the second time in a row you've set me up with a possibly immortal asshole ex.
Not immortal. This one's trying to become immortal.
Yeah.
We're working there.
I rest assured they are not going to do that.
Also, Lord Alive didn't prove too immortal in the end, now did they?
I think that we should write a country song about Abby killing her ex-husband characters.
So
mean,
this
I got-
game that we're playing.
So-
I got this
Game
magic
we're playing.
centipede, and he's got an ear hole.
What
We
the
sure
Tokyo
are
Ghoul
playing
is going on here? Okay, so we've slept, we've awoke, we're going back
Yes.
home.
And now we're
Oh,
going to.
unless-
Hog-tied Balti. No,
Unless.
that's child abuse.
I'm gonna gather the party a little bit away from Balti, because good lord, I do not need this kid eavesdropping. I will set him up with some sort of task, some sort of distraction.
I love a distraction.
Look over there.
Look over there, Balti. All right, y'all. We need to talk about the business going on between what's his name, Candor, and our deer shop owner. Because theoretically, we don't have to go back to Gall Line from here. We could take Candor's horses, we have almost all of them, and just go straight to Alex's campsite and give him a heads up that trouble's coming.
McKenna,
Granted,
get it.
I don't know how much good that's gonna do, because if Alex is gone, then the town's fucked, whether he's gone because he's ran off or gone because he's been done arrested. The town is, I mean, Galline's dead without Alec.
I'd love to hear Alex's side of the story.
So, are we thinking, as much as I would much prefer to be in my own sweet bed back in Gallline, I suppose we could stay on the road for a few more days and head out to this campsite.
Fine by me.
Oh, but we need to
process
get
and all
Balti
that.
home. I'm not dragging Balti all the way out there and back. Fuck you,
Why
Will. I
ever
see your
not,
face.
darling
I was
sister?
so excited.
What is
Why
wrong
ever
with
not,
Balti?
dear sister? Because we are potentially going to talk to a fugitive of the state.
I'm so sorry.
Um,
I don't know what possessed me to say that. It was like God was in the room with us.
God is a bit of a.
God
I
is
mean,
dead.
which one?
I wish.
I will
will.
say, the residents of this here town kidnapped Balti. I say they're tasked with returning him.
Hmm.
I think that's fair.
I mean,
Count-
I'm also okay
We
with
can
this
maybe
idea.
give
Quick GM.
Balti.
Quick GM
Oh.
counterpoint to that.
Oh.
Keeping in mind that the escort they sent to get Balti all
Oh, yeah, they're all
died
dead.
terribly in the swamp
Womp
trying
womp.
to get Balti here.
Shut up!
Swamp swamp.
Swamp, swamp.
Did you say womp womp to somebody dying in the swamp?
A womp womp in the swamp swamp.
And that will be the name
Full of
of this. That will be the name of this episode. A womp womp in the swamp
Womp
swamp.
womp in the
No,
swamp
we
swamp.
cannot. We absolutely cannot.
We
It
can't all be
sounds like an
winners.
innuendo, but it's not.
Perhaps if we give Balti the exalted duty of bringing home Dee Dee's furniture and placing it carefully in her house, he will feel useful in a way that he is otherwise not.
I don't trust his fire lizard with my 100-year-old furniture. Well, 10-generation-old furniture. For gnomes that live
Took you a
several
second to
hundred years.
remember, huh?
Do you want to
Yeah.
carry it all the way to Alex's campsite days away?
Oh, but I can take like a horse or two and quick drop it off in the house and lock up.
Which house?
My house, my swamp house. I'm not taking that stuff all the way back to Gall Line. It goes with the decor of my
Darling,
swamp house.
Also, just
are
for
you
your
gonna go
knowledge,
back
Dee Dee,
to the swamp house?
10 generations of gnomes is 4,000 years.
Yeah, 4,000-year-old furniture.
I feel there might be a little bit of exaggeration or apocrypha in there, but
Are you accusing our dewdrop of lying, Morgar? That's not very sporting of you.
of course not. Lying implies intent.
Well, I wouldn't know
That was
anything
so much
about
funnier
that.
than it should have been.
Well, I suppose it's up to you, Dee Dee, but if you go back to town to drop off your furniture, Candor's gonna know that we are.
Oh, not that town. I want the furniture in my house here in the swamp.
Oh, that's only like 30, 40 minutes away. I mean, I
Yes.
suppose if you want to just leave it out here exposed to the elements, unless, are you planning on staying out here, Dewdrop?
No, I'm just gonna lock up the house.
Darling, what do you think is gonna happen to all this furniture I broke my back to carry if you leave it out in the swamp unattended for another... I don't know how long you're gonna stay in my town, but I mean, shit.
House. That's a well-built swamp house.
That's kind of like being the tallest dwarf.
Okay,
Well,
first
we're
you make
cool
a comment.
tonight.
First you make a comment that I resemble a pet, and now you're making comments about swamp houses.
I'll have you know, me and my older brother built that house together with our own two hands, and it stood here for about 80 years, and it's looking great even after that fucking rat.
Great's a bit of a stretch, my love.
And now, just to clarify, your older brother was not your partner.
No.
There you go.
It's not that. Listen, this is Western, not Southern. There's a difference.
What in the
I know it all
Alabama?
looks the same to you Canadians, but there's a difference. Anywho, Dee Dee, it's your furniture. If you want to leave it out in the middle of nowhere with no one attending to it, anyone being able to break into that house, that is your prerogative. I would not recommend it.
Everyone should be able to break into the house. The only reason all the stuff got lost was because fucking Chris sold it all. It's actually got a very sturdy lock that my brother put in.
All right.
You just kind of say things, my love, but okay.
No, trust me, one time I lost my key in one of the puddles, and Lefty and Righty were both out hunting, and I had to wait for them to get back because I couldn't break into my own house.
Couldn't be me. I've broken into this house multiple times. Hello, McKenna.
Yeah, we both have.
We sure have.
I'm not gonna tell y'all how we do that on a live stream because digital footprint.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
I'm just putting this out here. I've been pretty quiet for this discussion. As long as we get Balti back to someone who will hopefully look after him, I don't really care what else we are doing. I'm not particularly invested in the relationships between these people in town that I barely remember their names.
Oh, here we go, Lorgar. Let me explain to you why this is important to you too. Do you care about Gall Line existing?
I'm afraid of the answer to that question.
All the places you sell your goods and buy your shiny things.
Okay, the first part was fair. The second part seems a little condescending.
Listen, you like shiny things, I like shiny things. It's not condescending, it's just the truth.
My sister does like shiny things.
I see your little ear holes perk up anytime someone says the word gold. It's not a secret, Lorgar.
Okay. Couple things. One, how do her holes perk up? I regret asking that
It's a
question.
figure of speech, Lorgar.
Oh god, chat, somebody clip that.
Cooper.
Somebody
What?
clip that.
What would I know about that? Oh my god, you're so silly.
Somebody clip Matthew saying that, please.
Yeah, that was incredible.
He's so red. He's so red.
That was incredible.
I need that to be my ringtone whenever Matt texts me.
Ugh. That's evil,
Lordy
William.
May.
But you're right.
Okay.
What's that?
Second thing, after the horrifying thing I just said, it's not. I'm not interested in shiny things. I don't know where you're getting that idea.
Uh-huh.
Name one thing I own that's shiny.
I didn't say you own shiny things. I said you wanted to own shiny things. There's a difference.
Okay. And we're back around to the condescension.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now things are getting a little heated here.
Things are getting too spicy for the pepper.
Honey is playing
I mean,
with
I
her
did
food. She
prepare-
doesn't look angry at all.
If I used paper to write things, I would add you to a list.
Mhm. You're still avoiding the main point that I was making. You're just sort of circling around and picking off little things off the side of my comment. The main thing is you rely on that town as well. And if Alec goes, that town won't last much longer.
I didn't say I wasn't going to assist necessarily. I'm just saying my investment is not particularly high.
Mm-hmm.
So, make your pitch. You may not have a very high barrier to clear.
Did I clear your barrier, Lorgar?
I mean, not yet.
I didn't care for that phrasing, darling sister.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually.
What? There's something in this swamp otter. Everyone is very sassy today.
Oh, sassy swamp.
I don't know. Explain what your plan is, what we're going to be doing.
I don't have a plan. I'm just saying that if Alec goes, it's gonna be bad for all of us.
Oh, so you're just complaining then? You don't have an actionable plan.
I don't think we really
Doing
need
more
a
than
plan
we're
right now.
doing.
We didn't really have a plan when we got involved in really any of the things that are going on.
I mean, to be fair, we had a plan when we went after this one, and I pointed Balti. It was a pretty simple plan, but
I'm not seeing it, Miss Honey.
Look
You know what?
closer.
It is just over. Wow, look at it. That's crazy. Oh, you're gonna love it, Balti. Go have fun. So,
I'm now keeping one eye on Balti because I'm worried he's gonna fall into a swamp sinkhole.
so here's what my suggestion was, which is to send Balti back with the furniture. Or maybe not. Maybe just keep him here for a little bit, and we can just come back for it on our way back to town.
I'm
We go to Alec's campsite before we go back to Candor, so we can get a read on the situation. That is my plan, so that I'm not just complaining, Lorgar.
I mean, that would be true. That is a plan and not complaining. So
Really,
good job. You got there eventually.
Would have gotten there a lot faster if it weren't for someone.
Don't make me pull out the "Stop Arguing We're Friends" song. I'll do it.
Well, now I'm curious.
Gotta put him in the behave.
This
The
is our
friendship
get along
sweater. The
shirt.
friendship sweater that gets us.
Yeah, there's some fan art. And the best part is, because it is close range, Honey would get a negative to firing. Or is that 5e?
That's 5e, hun.
Yeah.
Dang.
Point blank doesn't have any negatives in Pathfinder, baby.
If I'm
God,
prone,
yeah.
it does, which is confusing.
Then we'd both be prone, in which case there shouldn't be a penalty. At least I don't think there should.
Actually, there might still be, which is silly.
That is silly. That's a
It's the
stupid
same
rule.
silly and being knocked unconscious, then being brought back up. Oh, I still have haste.
So
I
this
just
game
work
we're
here.
playing.
So this game we're playing.
Yeah,
so
this
true.
game we're playing. So
I mean, I'm finding this highly enjoyable. I don't know about chat, but this is fun for me. So, I mean, I'm good.
well, Will,
Yes.
are there perhaps options that we could, like, is there some sort of like a trade caravan or something that's heading back to Goal Line
So-
that we could send the child with and the furniture?
The people of the bayou don't really deal with anyone outside the bayou.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
It was rare for them to send people that far out. That being said, there are a number of capable people in Gall Line. And the Starseeker is more than happy to lend you a wand they have that will give a sending.
So one small problem with that.
Mm.
If Balti comes back and we don't, where do you think Candor is going to think that we are? What if Balti just vacations here with the swamp people? He seems to adore them,
He can house sit my place.
and I'm sure he'll grow on them eventually.
With time.
I just
Mhm.
I worry that every day Balti is away, it like takes off another 5 years of his grandmother's life, and she doesn't have a lot of years
If that were
left.
the case, she'd already be gone, Lorgar. I understand your concern. I'm just saying there's a bigger picture here.
It may also be worth positing to the team, as it were. That's what I'm going to call us now, I guess. That the longer we sit around doing nothing,
Closer Granny gets to dying.
and the worse things get overall.
Well, to be fair, this is like 20-minute conversation we're having, but I take your point.
She don't got much time left.
Hmm.
Well, did someone mention they had Sandin?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Starseeker has a.
Oh yeah. Well, perhaps we could leave Balti here. Perhaps we could leave him here and perhaps get some training into using his new flamboyant friend.
And he could become
Okay,
useful.
that seems close to animal abuse now.
I just
and
thought it was
if-
gay slander.
Oh boy. Foot firmly in my mouth tonight, but I can't show that on Twitch.
Not for free, anyway.
No. By the way, I was starting a Patreon. No.
Oh my god.
Do you want to see pictures of the cast? No.
I have
For
dark things.
$8,000 a month, you
I
can
would-
buy my
By
silence.
my silence.
By my silence.
All right, so
Who knows? Maybe
I'm perfectly
Matt Gates will
fine
be
with,
patron
with
for
going
it.
with Honey's
Christ.
plan to go check out this camp. I feel like if we are going to leave Balti here in the care of some people who can train him to use his to work with his animal companion better, that we should ask the Starseeker. Well, the Starseeker can't send sending to his grandma because she's never met the grandma.
Balti could.
Yeah, but you can send
Oh.
a sending. It's a scroll.
Oh, okay.
I suppose we say that we are all helping him train up here. That way we have an alibi of sorts.
Plausible deniability. I like it. I like it.
And wouldn't she just be so much more...
I'm not
Comforted.
disagreeing. I'm just saying, so we are going straight into the line now.
Lying. Oh, Lorgar, this is tactical.
Now you're the one that's complaining. instead of
Tactical
coming up
lying
with an
can also
actionable
be
plan.
tactical, but also still lying.
Doesn't matter. It's a tactic.
Dissembling aside, I'm fine with this. We'll say he has gone to animal handling camp. While we're traveling, I'll make him a badge or something that he can show her when he gets back.
Oh, Lorgar, that's so
Don't you
sweet.
all at
He's
me.
gonna love that.
I just want to be rid of the child.
Uh-huh.
He's gone
Balti,
upstate
over
to
there.
animal handling camp on a farm.
God, I wish I could go to a farm.
Oh.
I went to a farm in Toronto, which was odd. I expected to have to leave the city, but no, it was just in the city. It was a farm.
I'm not talking about that kind of farm, but I love that for you.
Anyhow, so yeah, I will engage the Star Seeker. I will send a message to Balti's grandma just saying his animal companion potentially could be trouble, so we've brought him to some people who can teach him to handle it better. I'm sure there's a word limit, so I'm just trying to keep it short and brief. This is Lorgar. P.S.
I recognize the voice. Do not worry. Thank you for the update. I'm glad that you are all safe.
Hit her with the, I'm afraid he's made a friend.
I don't want to worry her even further. And I'm also going to tell Balti that until you can control that lizard better, you're going to stay here in the swamp and you're going to do chores and you're going to take lessons.
What in the Karate Kid?
Okay.
Swamp on, swamp off.
off.
I have never seen that movie.
I haven't either.
I've seen all 4 of them.
My condolences.
Hero point for all of us for pity.
Yeah, literally.
Well, no, I'm sure the original's a classic.
It is.
They're all pretty good. They're all fun roms.
So yeah, we now we do have the issue of the furniture, I suppose.
I can just drop it off at my place. I'm telling you, it's fine and
that's what
secure
we'll
when
do.
it's properly locked up.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So
All
y'all,
right, well, let's go do that.
y'all go move
I'm-
furniture.
Just gonna tell you this now, Dewdrop. If I'm right, and this furniture is gone the next time that we come to your charming little abode, I'm not carrying it all again.
Agreed.
We
I'm
have an
thinking-
understanding.
It'll be safe.
I look to the DM.
What? Why would
So
you?
if anything happens to my furniture,
Why would you look at me? What control do I have over this fantasy world?
I do not control the flow of the story, said God. I'm just making fun of you, Will.
But yeah, you drop off the furniture relatively quickly.
I put it all in. I close the front door.
Mhm.
I lock it. I step off the porch. I lift the little plank, push a button. The traps are set. I walk across the bridge. I pull a secret lever in the tree, and a bunch of leaves fall on top of the house like a giant canvas.
First,
Oh.
a banner appears on top of the house that says "Happy Birthday,"
Jesus.
Wrong lever.
and then leaves.
And now it just looks like a giant bush.
Brilliant. How
Thank you.
absolutely incredible. Why did
Lock,
I ever
traps
doubt
are
you?
set, and it's invisible.
There's a
All right,
swamp.
let's go.
You just see a swamp deer chewing at the side of it.
See, even convinced the deer.
Yep, you sure did.
All right, so your goal now is to find Alec in the wastes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Try sending him ascending.
None of us have sending.
What's the sending stick?
It's once
Is
a
it a
day.
stick?
It's a wand, so it's a once a day thing.
Uh,
This, honestly, sounds like a wonderful time to try out some new mechanics.
oh
Oh
no.
no. Oh no.
So,
Concerning?
Scary even?
y'all sound like you want to head on a bit of a journey.
Oh lord.
So we're going to have some journeying mechanics. So during this journey, I'm going to have each of you assign yourself to a position on the team. There is a scout, person in charge of sort of keeping their eye out for trouble. There is the navigator, pretty self-explanatory, the person in charge of keeping, yourselves on track and getting to the general area you need to get to. A quartermaster, someone in charge of supplies and making sure that everything is moving safely for the party, and a helper. The helper is someone who can provide aid on any one of the other 3 positions.
I can help.
Do any of us get the chance to scream Persona?
What?
Don't worry about it. You
Okay.
don't worry about it. Never mind.
It's one of the few JRPGs I've never played. This is an
Ah.
adaptation of actually rules from the Lord of the Rings TTRPG.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Can we roll for second breakfast?
Oh, please, please.
Nice crispy bacon.
But
Which I cannot eat.
who would like to be our scout?
Well, forgive me for trying to possibly optimize this. What are the stats associated with the scout?
Well, scout can be anything. You're keeping an eye out for danger, so maybe perception. Think perception along those lines. For the navigator, think survival or sort of other orienteering skills. And then for the quartermaster, that could be literally anything. It has to do with your supplies, so it could be a lore, it could be a society, it could be something is trying to eat your supplies. Use a nature check to ward them off. So
I have a plus 12 in perception.
What's your survival though?
Survival plus 10.
Okay. I have a plus 7 to survival, and a plus 9 to perception.
And we are traveling through the waste sort of thing, so I suppose it would sort of make sense for me to be,
I was thinking the same.
Oh, that'll kill you. That'll kill you. That makes great cactus juice.
That'll kill you.
Don't drink it in the morning.
And Christine, how is your survival and perception?
Got a +0, my love.
Oof.
City girl.
No comment.
No
Lorgar.
comment. If Lorgar wants to take nature checks, I can take perception checks maybe?
survival checks.
What did I say?
Survivor and
You
my
said
nature is
nature.
the same.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
All right. So Lorgar will be the navigator. Honey will be the scout. Let me just quickly notate this. Lorgar, navigator. Nav. Honey. Who wants to be the quartermaster then?
Was this the inventory control
Yeah,
role?
the inventory control, keeping your eye on supplies and water and such.
What? There are 2 roles other than this, yes?
Yep, there's the
Up to you two.
quartermaster and the helper.
Okay, then it is quartermaster for Christine because Bard Song, helper, it writes
Yeah.
itself. It writes itself.
All right.
True. I feel that.
And then helper. Dewdrop. Alright, so. This is going to be a 3-day probably journey. It's going to depend on how long it takes for y'all to find signs of Alex camp. Honey has a general idea where they are going, but they don't know exactly where they are in that sort of like haunted looking forest to the north.
I should ask if we're trying to be stealthy at all. I just don't know how much warning we'll get when we find the camp. Like, if we'll be able to see it from the distance and then sneaking cantankerously towards our devilish deeds.
I mean, I suppose tomorrow we'll be able to give Alec a heads up that we're coming
True.
with the sending stick.
Are you going to ask to take the wand? They'll give it to you.
Oh, I wasn't gonna ask. I was just gonna take it. Ask forgiveness, not permission.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Lorgar can ask if he wants to.
I didn't say
Stopping you.
anything.
That's what I thought.
I love this group dynamic we have where all of us are just assholes.
It is kind of fun. But yeah,
We're
we're
only
taking
level
the sending
4.
stick.
You have to take more levels in asshole.
Some of
We
us
can
were
send him a
born
sending
assholes.
tomorrow. So he'll know that we're on our way. However, if he wanted to cover our tracks so that we are not followed, not a bad idea. But I will leave that to the survivalists, who are better at tracking things than I am. Yes, no, maybe?
I know that ain't me.
Who?
Huh?
What?
Yeah, she sure said that.
Frozen.
Blibblibblib.
First to Abby. Oh.
I love this very
Yeah, I'm the one who's
threatening
cruising.
presence that Abby's internet has.
Ew.
Abby has
Nah, she's right.
Abby
that-
has
that really
straight up
captures it.
roboticized.
Literally all my devices are lagging.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Adding
Anyway.
credits
All
to
my
my
shit
fear.
is lagging. Like,
Anyway,
damn.
All right, let's start this off with a I
Yeah.
don't know survival check.
So,
Yes, please.
every single day, there is an opportunity for encounters. And there is an opportunity for other things as well. The survival check will determine how on course you get, and that will actually affect DCs further on in the journey.
ooh,
So, Lorgar, for the first sort of orienteering check, roll me a survival check.
Oh boy, let's see if this sets the tone. Oop. Maybe.
Nice.
Nice, that is actually a critical success.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Lorgar, you're able to get on a path that's relatively direct and relatively safe. During your time journeying through the swamp, though, Christine, can you make me a perception check?
yes. Oh, no, I cannot.
All right.
I thought I was scouting.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, honey, can you make me a perception check?
Thank
Yes,
God.
please.
My head is empty. 25.
Me too, buddy. It's okay.
Alrighty, so, honey, as you are all making your way through the swamp, Dee Dee, roll me a d4. Two. So, honey, as you are all making your way through the swamp, honey, you're keeping an eye out for danger, and as you're looking up, because you're looking down, you're looking to your left, you're looking to your right, and as you look up into like the branches of one of the trees that you're traveling under, you can see what is a very large bird nest. It's like a 10-foot by 10-foot bird nest, but like going through the bird nest, you can see there's something really shiny in it.
Oh, Lorgar. And I pointed out to Lorgar.
Yep, that's a bird nest. Good job.
Big shiny
You're
thing.
gonna feel real silly in a minute. Look closer.
Yeah, I think it is made of sticks.
There looks to be something valuable in there, and I'm trying to
Okay, well.
decide whether or not I think it's worth going after.
I mean, you never know. You know what? In case it is dangerous, and I feel now a little bad for giving you so much sass, I will go take a look.
All right. It's an athletics check to climb the tree.
Oh no. The druids.
Christine!
Lorgar, I can do it. You
Well, here.
don't worry your pretty little head.
I have like a head twice as long as any of yours, but I appreciate you trying to assist me in something I'm not very good at, so I'm going to give you a little guidance.
Appreciate
Plus
that,
one to
buddy.
whatever you attempt to do next.
Not 20. Come on.
You didn't even need the plus one.
Come on.
Christine, as you start climbing this tree, it's a pretty big tree. You think that had you not gotten a very good foothold at the bottom and like managed to launch yourself up a good amount, that it would have probably been a very exhausting climb. But because you critically succeeded, you managed to get through this event without taking a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
And at the top of the tree in that nest, there is in fact a number of interesting things. There are 3 about ostrich-sized eggs.
Oh.
And lastly, in the middle of the nest, almost like wrapped around in sticks and twigs, there appears to be some sort of vial. A glass sort of vial that has a red liquid in it. It's about that big. It's about flask sized.
Okay. I'll grab it.
Okay, yeah, you just reach down, you grab it, and you have this vial that's, it's like water bottle size. It's like this big.
Hmm.
It has a mysterious red liquid in it, and you're able to climb down the tree safely.
The mysterious red liquid.
What'd you
Would be
get?
a crafting check to identify the liquid on the inside of this.
I have no idea what this could be.
There's Twitty when you need them.
I can assist with a little crafting or arcana if that helps.
It'd be crafting to identify. It's an alchemical.
Well, I only have a +7 in crafting. Does anyone have anything better?
Got a +1. How's a
shit, I think I
19?
have it.
Oh, dang. That's
Ooh,
not bad,
a
actually.
19.
Natural 18.
Honey, you're able to identify the liquid on the inside of this vial, of this like water bottle sized vial.
Pretty big vial.
It is. I guess it would be best to describe it as a water bottle sized flask.
A beaker, perhaps?
I'd say like a water bottle sized flask. Would be
Okay.
probably the most appropriate thing. But TLDR, honey.
Hmm.
You got
this,
a big storm coming.
This is a flask of lesser elixir of life.
Oh.
If you drink from this flask, it looks as though it has 3 charges.
Oh.
It's
I hand
essentially
it to Christine.
It's essentially 3 lesser elixirs of life in 1 water bottle.
Christine looks at you a little confused.
It's that juice what makes you feel good after a fight.
Oh.
Yes, this is the 3d6.
Alcohol?
This is
I
The
do
other
like
one.
alcohol.
the 3d6
Oh,
healing one.
that one.
Yeah.
So, well, it's a lot less exciting, but I'll take a 3d6 healing. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a modifier after the 3d6 for this level of it?
Yep. I'm just having to quickly look at it on Roll20.
Appreciate you.
Apparently I can't spell elixir.
I understand.
Lesser elixir of life. 3d6 plus 6 hit points.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Yep, you got 3 charges of it.
3d6 plus 6 times 3.
And then do let me know when you run out of charges of it.
Will do.
Report.com, baby.
When the charges run out, it explodes.
Did you say it's the lesser version?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. I feel a call from beyond the campaign back to another item-based character.
Hmm.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Oh, pardon me. The
You might
Batman.
say it's a links to your past.
Oh.
I've never heard that pun in particular.
I'm now going to
I love you,
bop you
Will.
with my measuring tape.
Ooh. But day 1 of travel goes by quickly. Other than that,
8.
I mean, we got resources. We did a
Mhm.
good job.
you did.
We ate. We shate.
We slayed?
And
Yeah.
it's day 2. First order business is sending to Alec, right?
Yeah.
See how that responds.
Get it done.
What
Get her
specifically
done.
do we want to say?
On our way. Don't be alarmed.
Do we want to let him know that Cantor's after him too?
That's actually a really good question.
You could just say someone's after them.
No, I think it may be more worthwhile to not drum up any anxieties in.
I think he knows.
Let's hear.
Here's what I suggest. We'll have Christine send the sending because she's town sheriff and all. And we'll just have her say, "There's a bit of an issue. We're coming to you. Can you tell us your location?"
I'm gonna argue maybe not the best idea to have Christine send it because Christine is the town sheriff and he's hypothetically on the run from the law.
That's true. Maybe Lorgar then?
I think it's fine.
Lorgar sounds like a good pass it to Lorgar.
All right, so just because I know there's there's a limit on those words, what is the bare minimum of information we wish to convey?
There's an issue. We're coming to you. Where are you?
All right, and I suppose I should identify myself. So yes, I just say that.
About 15 minutes pass before you
Ooh.
get any response. Eventually, though, you do hear them say, "To the north of the mines you cleared out,
Boy,
into that dead forest, real deep, close to the northern canyon wall.
Canyon wall.
Find me in the ruins."
Oh, goody,
All the way at
ruins.
the back of the map. All right, let's ride.
Do 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 do.
So,
Do, 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 do.
day two of the journey.
Do.
Day two of the journey. Lorgar,
Yeah.
can you make me your orienteering check?
Survival again?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Not as good.
That is
But it's a
a
success.
success. Lorgar, you're
Then I'll give you my
able.
perception.
You're able to get a pretty good path. It's a little bit roundabout and wavy, but you make pretty good time.
I like to call it the scenic route. Look
Honey.
at this cacti. Look at this plateau. Oh, that is a large scorpion. We should go far around.
Yeah,
Perception
look at this
check.
mesa.
19.
Yeah, honey, as y'all are moving through some relatively familiar territory to you all, you're sort of crossing between the ranch and town. You remember some stuff that you faced before, and then you remember enough that you realize that you're heading into those the viper hyenas territory.
Lorgar,
And as y'all do,
let's go the other way, Lorgar.
we have ourselves a
God damn
viper hyena
All right, this isn't my fault.
Having the same
encounter.
I do kind of love that, actually.
Well, it's the same map. It's different encounter.
Oh no, we've entered into Dragon Age 2. We're going to that same cave again. But this time, there's cultists.
But this time, y'all are a higher level.
This is true.
You feel.
But wait, the hyena things now have guns. They've leveled up as well.
I had guns last time too.
No. The animals have guns now.
Yeah, their tails just have, like in the snake tail, they have a Glock.
Jesus Christ.
You came to the wrong neighborhood.
This is my artificer build.
Alrighty.
Initiative. There it is. Wow, I fully forgot where initiative was located. I
I had to
am
move the
very
initiative
smart.
tracker off my character so I could.
Yeah. Same.
Alrighty. Dewdrop, you're up first.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is inspire courage,
Hot.
Yeah.
All right.
and
Very
then
courageous.
I am going to. You know what? Screw it. I'm casting Phantom Crowd.
Oh,
Try and spook them all off.
All
And
right.
everybody just goes oogly boogly.
boogly boogly.
Oogly
Kinda love
boogly.
that.
Boogly boogly,
Make
bitch.
me. I'm going to make a will save for them, off of your spell save DC. Then.
Nice.
Alrighty. 1, 23, 10, 7, 13, and 23. What's your spell save DC?
20. But with Bard's song, 21.
Bard song doesn't affect your DC.
Damn it.
Okay, so this
That's
one will
okay. They all fail except
succeed,
for the first one.
and the last one.
And the last one.
All right, so
And the third one critically fails.
red will
Oh, I didn't-
succeed.
Frightened to death.
Blue will become frightened.
Nice.
The third one that critically failed will just run away.
Oh,
This one will become frightened. So orange will be frightened. And purple is fine. Okay. Christine, it's your turn.
She'll be pretty impressed by Dewdrop's start to the fight, and from there, stride right up to little man.
Okay.
Beat the shit out of him.
Hits
Delightful.
for 7 damage.
Perfect. And that's fine with me.
Another 20. That will hit. Oh, that was 8 damage, and that is 9 damage. So that one, you just go, you punch it twice. Unlike the first time you faced these, you're a bit more prepared, a bit stronger, and you managed to 2-hit KO it.
Give him the old 1-2.
Yep.
Hmm.
Alright, red is fine. Red is going to stride. Have to stride twice to get up to Christine. And then they are going to try and make a jaw attack against you. And 19 to hit Christine.
That will miss.
Alright,
Not by a lot.
you managed to make it miss. Lorgar, it is your turn.
Lorgar sees how quickly that one was downed and is now immediately reconsidering his plan to use one of his 2 flaming spheres in the day he get. Or I like it. Well, no, I only prepared once.
As a meta note for you all as a group, it is limited to 1 encounter a day on these journeys. So feel free to go all out.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
I'm just gonna start with an electric arc.
Alright. I
Actually,
will-
pretty good. Double max damage on 2 of the dice.
And do you have reach spell, Lorgar?
I do actually. I will use reach. You know what? No, I should have said reach spell beforehand. So
Alright then. But in that case, red critically failed and will die
Hot.
zap.
as you just zap it through.
Though, with my 1 remaining action, I will have Salt walk up beside the sheriff.
Alright.
And
This,
use 1 action to nuzzle the sheriff.
this Viper
Whoa.
Hyena is going to run up to the sheriff for 2 actions. It'll have a -1 to this because it's frightened. A 22 to hit you, Christine.
That will hit.
Okay, that'll be 11 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And I need you to make me a DC 16 Fortitude save against
Wait, does
Viper.
Bard's song bring the AC up?
No, not this one.
Damn.
With Bard Song, this affects the Fortitude check, right?
Nope. It is attacks.
doesn't?
It's attacks and
Oh, damn.
Let me
Okay.
go double
I will
check.
fail that then.
+1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects. This is the poison.
Yeah.
You're clumsy.
Oh, against fear specifically. Okay. Okay.
You're clumsy 1. You feel a little bit woozy as this Viper Hyena bites into you. Honey, you're up.
Alrighty. I suppose I will. I'll faint at the one in front of Christine. Nope, I will not. And then I will shoot twice. 1 and 2.
All right,
So 25 and an 18.
1d5 is a crit. You managed to
Sick.
take out the first one immediately, and the 19 will hit the second one for 10 damage.
Beautiful.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's my whole turn.
All right, this Viper Hyena comes charging towards. It's going to stride. Can it? Yes, it can. It's going to stride twice to get up to you, honey, because you shot it.
Oh, that seems rude.
And it's going to bite into you.
Mm-hmm.
A 17, though, will probably miss.
No.
You just
Not a
artfully
chance.
dodge out of the way. Dewdrop. Viper Hyena.
Shard out of the way.
Dodge out of the way.
I'm gonna summon a bagpipe and just really, really loudly play Scotland the Brave
Oh,
to scare it even more.
Make me an intimidation check.
And all of my phantom people are going to just scream, Scotland!
Okay.
Scotland does exist in this world. I'm making it canon now.
It is 3 actions to summon your loot, so that'll be your turn. You'll have to do the rest of it next turn.
I can't play it.
Nope, it's 3 actions to summon and it'd be an action to demoralize.
Boo! Alright.
Christine?
I'm not used to being this high in the turn order. Something about this is
Right?
uncomfortable.
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna.
Your sea star is being attacked.
Yeah, I'm gonna at Salt and just come right up to the fucker at trying to bite at Honey. Jesus Christ, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna beat the shit out of it.
Oh, yep.
That will hit for 23 for 7 points of damage, and yeah, as it bites off, as it tries to bite Honey, and Honey dodges out of the way, it kind of jumps back, and it doesn't realize that you're right behind it, and
And I grab it, and I crush it in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
right in front of Honey.
You okay?
It is what it is. And fuck what it ain't.
Not a girl.
I can.
Shall we?
Well, I don't mean to metagame, but Will did say we're only doing the 1 encounter a day, so I just say we sit down and take enough time that I just heal everyone.
Yeah, well, that'll be assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was just kind of part of the travel at that point.
Final day of travel.
All right. Survival.
Lordar, make me a survival check.
I'm going to use my hero point. A little better.
A success, but not a crit success. Lorgar, during this final day of travel, you're able to make a pretty winding path. It's new territory for you. You haven't gone to this section of the area. And yeah, y'all are making your way through it.
Make my way downtown.
As you enter into the more dead forest area, the structures around you that many people think to be trees from a distance become a little bit more clear. What people assume to be trunks are massive sort of stone struts that shoot out of the ground and kind of pull themselves out towards the other formations around them. Can someone make me a nature check?
Looks directly at the druid.
Yeah, I saw that coming. 22.
Lorgar, these aren't rocks. These aren't trees. It appears as though this entire, what people assume to be dead, cursed forest is actually petrified coral.
I, much as I like to toot my own knowledge and stuff, I almost question how Lorgar would know what the hell coral is.
Your mom probably told you about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mum.
Yeah, your mom.
Your mother.
But yeah, this is all
Your mother.
petrified coral.
Curiouser and curiouser.
It's very strange.
Yeah, Desu.
It is strange, but it isn't what we're here for, so let's just file that away in interesting little things we have learned and keep proceeding on.
Yeah. As you continue to make your way towards the ruins that Alec mentioned in their sending, you see more of these sort of like stone structures popping out of the ground. Think like large, like sort of monoliths that are half buried in the ground. All with sort of like strange, very geometric markings going up them. There's no language or anything, just design. And yeah, as our party begins journeying through this coral, Honey, make me a perception check.
26.
Honey, you will start looking around. You're on edge a bit. This is new territory. And as you're looking back, we cut to what the audience will see, which is from like some of the coral, like some of like the natural holes in the coral, sort of like floating out are what appears to be ghostly monitor eels. And as these ghostly monitor eels begin to descend towards the party, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
We got ghost eels. We got geels.
It's okay because ghosts aren't real.
Oh,
We got geels.
she's so right.
For other people who have played Super Mario 64, you remember that one eel that just jumps out at you?
That game doesn't exist. Now, if you're talking about Super Mario,
Super Mario 64, you have
There we
to kind
go.
of... For those of you who have played that, those like freaky eels that like jump out from the hole that you have to like swim by and then manage to like coax them out, those are monitor eels. It's like those, but a ghost. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition. Don't forget to check out many other shows like The Astral Calling on Friday. And join us next time as our party enters into what will become a very formative dungeon for them. Thank you
We'll
all
find out
so
what that
much.
means next week.
And we'll
That's
see
horrifying.
you all on
dungeon.
the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good night, everyone.